Welcome back to our digital learning station, icseprudence coaching. Today we'll learn about the most important essays. On the screen, you can see several types of essay writing which has been repeated in the examination for several times. We'll prepare here only one essay, but all the other topics will be prepared automatically. This essay is very much important for UPSC, WBCS, ICSE, and ISC like different government and school level examinations. This essay is purely based against the crimes and the tortures which held against the women. So let's begin this most important essay. Let's begin the introductory paragraph. First, we'll read and after that, we'll provide you the explanation. Is a woman's life truly her own in India? Or is it perpetually shrouded in fear, a fragile existence constantly under threat, isn't it? No country can truly flourish if it stifles the aspirations and curtails the freedom of half its population. As a wise voice once echoed, profoundly highlighting the grim reality that a nation cannot stride towards progress while its women are shackled by insecurity and injustice. Every day, women in India, from the perceived sanctuary of their homes to the professional spaces where they strive, become victims of relentless torment, molestation at work, insidious eveteasing on the streets. A woman's safety remains a distant dream, her freedom an illusion. So, in this first paragraph, we would like to address the offensive nature of the society towards the women. In the first line, we are telling, is a woman's life truly her own in India? That means woman does have their own life or not in India. That means they have no life of their own. Or is it perpetually shrouded in fear? Perpetually means constantly or continuously. Shrouded means covered or disguised in fear. That means full of fear. That means their life is constantly full of fear or scare. A fragile existence. Women's existence are fragile. Why? The women are completely fragile in the society because of the cruelty towards them, which completely vanishes them from the society. That means kill them and we cannot find their existence. Constantly under threat. So their existence is continuously under the threat. Isn't it? We are asking to the readers, is it true or not? Obviously, this is true. No country can truly flourish. That means there is not a single country in the world that can flourish or progress if it stifles the aspirations. Stifles means tramples down or demolishes or completely shuttered down the aspirations means the desires and curtails the freedom. Curtails means here reduces or completely wipe away the freedom of half its population. Half its population means the women. So we are telling here that there is not a single country which can progress if the country is reducing the desires or wiping away the freedom of the women. As a wise voice once echoed. So this is stated by one scholarly person, profoundly highlighting, that means completely or deeply highlighting the grim reality. Grim reality means serious reality or the serious situation of the society that a nation cannot strive towards progress or cannot move or struggle towards progress while its women are shackled. Shackled means chained. The women are chained by insecurity and injustice. Every day, women in India from the perceived sanctuary. Here, perceived sanctuary means the lack of safety in their houses or their homes to the professional spaces. Professional spaces means their working field where they strive, where they struggle for existence, become the victims of relentless torment. That means innumerable or so many torment means torture. So whereas this is their house or this is their working place, everywhere they are becoming the victim of constant threat, or we can say many tortures. Molestation at work, that means sexual abuses at work. Insidious if teasing, that means fraudulent or deceiving if teasing on the streets. woman's safety remains a distant dream. The woman's safety is still a dream. That means which is not actualized till now, and her freedom an illusion. Why illusion? Because women's freedom is still not realized or it's not practicalized. That's why it's still becoming the part of an illusion. So basically, in this first paragraph, we have provided a very strong and empathetic appeal to the society for the safety and security of the women. Now we'll move to the second paragraph. This deeply entrenched patriarchal society relentlessly corners women. The male desire for domination manifests in countless ways, turning every space into a potential danger zone. The horrific incidents like the Arjikor hospital rape, the infamous Nirbhaya case, and the recent South Calcutta Law College rape case are not isolated anomalies. They are stark, grotesque reflections of a systemic failure to protect women. Even in metropolises like Kolkata, often seen as relatively safer, the question of women's security lingers uneasily. The freedom to pursue education is often curtailed as families, out of sheer terror for their daughters' safety, hesitate to send them to cities or abroad. Now we'll understand this paragraph. Here, the tortures towards women is deeply entrenched. Entrenched means deeply rooted in this male control or patriarchal society. Relentlessly, that means unceasingly cornering women or isolating them in the society. The male desire for domination, that means dominating nature of the males over women, manifest or occurs in countless ways. That means in many ways, turning every space into a potential danger zone. That means which is turning all the spaces in the society or all the places in the society a completely or a powerful threat towards women. The horrific incidents. Now we are giving the description of some of the very brutal incidents which has happened against the women, like Arjikor hospital rape case, the infamous means here the very bad or we can say shocking Nirbhaya case and the recent South Calcutta Law College rape case are not isolated anomalies. That means these incidents are not separated exceptions from each other, or these are not different from each other. They are stark, they are completely grotesque reflections or very much obscure or very much surprising reflections of a systemic failure. That means failure of the administration to protect women, which has failed to give security to women. Even in metropolises, that means the capital cities or the large cities like Kolkata, often seen as relatively safer, which is often regarded or sometimes regarded as a comparatively safe city, the question of women's security lingers uneasily. That means the question of women's security is still a dream here. Lingers uneasily means still it's not actualized or still it's remaining perpetual or constant than it's supposed to be. That means the women's safety is still under the threat or danger in Kolkata also. The freedom to pursue education is often curtailed. That means if a woman or a girl is trying to pursue higher studies, this desire of a girl is completely trampled down because why this the cause is the families out of sheer terror. That means very much terrified family members for their daughter's safety because they are concerned for their daughter's safety, hesitate to send them to cities or abroad. They have a lots of hesitation because they are not sure that if their daughters or girls are going far from them, there will be anyone to protect them. That means wherever this is the society or the hospital, nowhere the women are safe in India. Everywhere they are facing the impending danger, which are relentlessly harming them and trampling them. And even there are some males in the society who are trying to trample down them, or they want to dominate over the women to show their courage or valor, which is completely fake. So this second paragraph is relating some brutal incidents which has happened or done against the women. Let's learn the third paragraph. Girl's dreams were shattered in a single, agonizing moment as the corrosive liquid seared her skin, leaving behind a grim testament to a senseless act of violence. The acid attack not only disfigured her face but also scared her spirit, condemning her to a life burdened by physical pain and profound emotional trauma. The vulnerability extends to all professions like nurses, doctors, law students, researchers, and even lady police inspectors find themselves without adequate protection. It is a stark global reality that for countless women, the feeling of safety is often fleeting, almost non-existent. Violence, whether within the confines of their homes, in public spaces, or even online, perpetually curtails their freedom of movement and expression. This pervasive insecurity fundamentally undermines their fundamental human rights, preventing them from truly living and flourishing without the constant shadow of fear. So, in this third paragraph, we have talked about the fundamental rights of women which has been denied by the society. Let's understand this paragraph. Girls' dreams were shattered. Shattered means broken into pieces in a single agonizing moment. Agonizing produces both physical and mental pain. As the corrosive liquid means here acid, which causes corrosion, seared her skin, that means burns her skin, leaving behind a grim testament, that means which leaves a serious testimony to a senseless act of violence, which depicts the inhuman nature of the culprits. The acid attack not only disfigured her face, that means this violent acid attack not only changes the attractiveness of her face, but also scared her spirit. That means it also burns her spirit, condemning her. That means humiliates her to the innermost level or to the bottom of his heart to a life burdened by physical pain. Now her life becomes a burden for her, which causes physical pain as well as the profound emotional trauma. You can never imagine the emotional trauma or the emotional turbulence of an acid attack victim. It's very much painful and traumatic. The vulnerability extends to all professions, and this vulnerability or these atrocities are extending to all professions. Like which professions? Nurses, doctors, law students, researchers, which who are generally the protectors of the society, and even the lady police inspector. By telling about the lady police inspector, we are trying to say that even the protectors of the society find themselves without adequate protection. That means they themselves don't have the protection. So how can they protect other women? It is a stark global reality. It is a complete global shocking news that for countless women, and it is evidently true for the other women also, the feeling of safety is often fleeting. That means the feeling of this safety and security is often escaping in nature because the society can't ensure the safety of the women. So where a girl can get the safety? Nowhere, almost non-existent. That's why the safety of the women is not existing in this society on the true basis. Violence, whether within the confines of their homes. Why? Because even we can witness the domestic violence where woman is killed and burnt even very brutally. in public spaces. Even in the public spaces, they are becoming the victims of teasing. So where is security? Where is safety for a woman? Perpetually curtails, that means continuously or constantly curtails means reduces their freedom of movement and expression. You know that as per the fundamental rights, everyone, every Indian has the right to freedom of movement and expression as per Article 19. So here their fundamental right even is curtailed, reduced, or completely denied by the society. This pervasive insecurity fundamentally undermines their fundamental human rights. This pervasive. Pervasive means here actually we can relate it with the extending or spreading or which is increasing or developing in nature fundamentally undermines. Undermines means denying or underestimating their fundamental human rights, preventing them from truly living, and which are completely becoming the hindrances for them or the hurdles for them to survive in the society and flourishing without the constant shadow of fear. And it's not letting them to get success in the society or to progress in their society, and it's cast a shadow of fear constantly by their side. So here we are generally trying to relate the horrors of women safety that is constantly eroding the sweet nature of a woman. Here, the woman should be allowed to fly like a bird in the sky as it gives the freedom to them. But here, the women's safety is completely denied. So where is safety? Nowhere. In India, there is no safety of women as per this paragraph. Now we'll move to the next paragraph. Yet, India's narrative is also adorned with the indomitable spirit of its women, who have shattered glass ceilings and scaled unprecedented heights. From wielding political powers as chief ministers, prime ministers, and presidents, to cracking the toughest civil service as IPS and IAS officers, and even venturing into the cosmos. Indian women have proven their mettle. The valor of Rani Lakshmibai echoes in the modern-day courage of Captain Shiva Chauhan, protecting Siachen's icy frontiers. We celebrate countless women entrepreneurs, business tycoons, and the brilliant female mission directors who steered Chandrayaan-3 to lunar triumph, showcasing intellectual prowess that rivals the best globally. These are not mere anecdotes, they are monumental achievements that should have irrevocably altered the societal fabric. In this paragraph, we are trying to express about the successful women's stories, which are solely Indian. So here we are telling that India's narrative means description is also adorned with, means decorated with the indomitable spirit, that means unstoppable or irresistible spirit of its women who have shattered glass ceilings, that means who have broken the social stigmas or who have broken the shackle of the societal thinking that girls can't progress. They have broken these total stigmas, or we can say they have broken the societal traditions and scaled unprecedented heights. That means they have reached to the unimaginable success from wielding political power. That means from managing political power as chief minister, prime ministers, and presidents to cracking the toughest civil service examinations. That means they are controlling or managing the political power one side by becoming the chief minister, prime minister, or president of India, or they are cracking and they are cracking. That means becoming success in the toughest examination of India, that is civil service examination in India, Union Public Service Commission of India conducts the civil service examination. So they are even cracking these examinations and they are becoming IPS and IAS officers and even venturing into the cosmos. Cosmos means they are going to the space as the astronauts. Indian women have proven their mettle. Mettle means their courage. So Indian women have proven their courage or their valor in each and every section of the society, whether this is the political section or the business section or the space. They have gone everywhere and they have proved their courage or mettle. The valor of Rani Lakshmibai, since the ancient times, we know that Rani Lakshmibai had fought very courageously against the English people or the Britishers. So Rani Lakshmibai even had the courage or the prowess or the mettle of the modern Indian lady. That means she is still the representative of the courageous women in the society. And from Rani Lakshmibai to the modern day courage of Captain Shiva Chauhan, who is the first woman to be deployed in the Siachen Glacier. You know that in Siachen, lots of Indian soldiers have to be there to protect our borders. So Shiva Chauhan is one of them who is being deployed there in Siachen, protecting our IC frontiers. We celebrate countless women entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs means who take new initiative and start the businesses. Business tycoons, those who are the business magnates, and the brilliant female mission directors who steered Chandrayaan 3 to lunar triumph. That means you know that the chairman of this Chandrayaan 3 mission of India was a woman. So you can understand that with these successes, we are getting the lunar triumph. That means we are even becoming victorious on the moon also, showcasing intellectual prowess, which is depicting or providing the evidences of the intellectual heroism of the women of India that rivals the best globally. That means that is becoming a very much rival or going against their male counterparts. That means it's not that only the men can get success in all these fields, as well as the female society or the women of India, Indian women have also proven them in all these fields. These are not mere anecdotes. That means these are not very less interesting stories, or we can say that these are not only the myths of the society, or these are not fake or false stories. They are monumental achievements. That means these success are very huge, colossal success that should have irrevocably altered. That means that should never be altered the societal fabric. That means that can easily alter or that can easily reshape, refigure the societal thinking. Here, fabric means refers to the societal thinking. So, which can easily reshape the societal thinking. By introducing this paragraph, we would like to highlight the prowess of Indian women and their intellectual power, which have established them in international as an international figure. As an international figure, they have been established. So, thus, we would like to tell about the successful women stories, which can enrich our paragraph. Let's learn the next paragraph. But alas, the paradox is agonizing. Despite these towering accomplishments, the archaic societal mindset remains stubbornly unchanged. Women are still underestimated, their capabilities questioned, their voices often silenced. The pervasive gender discrimination seeps into every sphere, from the glaring pay disparity in Bollywood, where actresses are inexplicably paid less than their male counterparts, to the subtle everyday biases that erode a woman's confidence. When will this fundamental shift occur? When will we as a society truly embrace equality in thought and action, extending genuine respect that transcends gender? When will India truly ensure the unassailable freedom, inherent society, and unwavering security that every woman deserves, allowing her to breathe, thrive, and contribute without constant fear? In this paragraph, basically, we are becoming the voice of the women. Now, we are saying, but alas, this paradox is agonizing. That means this contradictory nature or the contradictory thinking of the society is still painful. That means in the previous paragraph, we have said that women are excelling in all the fields of the society. Even after that, it is very much painful that this has not been accepted by the society. Still, this is very much agonizing. Agonizing means which is causing great physical and mental pain. Despite these towering accomplishments, that means despite this monumental success, the archaic societal mindset means still there are some people in the society who believe that women cannot control the proper work of the society or they cannot become the head of a family. So this archaic societal mindset remains stubbornly unchanged, which does not want to change ever. They are very stubborn. These type of people are very much obstinate, who does not want to pay attention to the success of the women. Rather, they always try to underestimate them. That means they want to overpower them always. Women are still underestimated. That means women are still undervalued. Their capabilities questioned. People doubt whether a woman can get success or not. Always this thinking is very much predominant in the society. This is very hateful thinking also. Their voices often silenced and they never get the space to express their desire. That means the women never get the scope to express their desire even. They are silenced by their male counterparts. The pervasive gender discrimination here, pervasive means especially an unwelcoming influence. That means this diffusive or infectious gender discrimination. That means the discrimination means here actually the separation or we can say biased nature towards gender. What type of biased nature? Actually, it is believed that males are much capable than the females. So this gender discrimination seeps into every sphere. That means predominant here in all the sphere in India. From the glaring pay disparity in Bollywood. That means here, which is very much evident, and this gender discrimination is very much evident here in the pay scale, in the payment structure in Bollywood even. What type of disparity or the separation is here in Bollywood, whereas actresses are inexplicably paid less. That means without any explanation, the actresses or the heroines are getting less paid than their male counterparts. Several times we have heard that several actresses have complained for the same work, why are they getting less paid? We have heard this for several times. To the subtle everyday biases that erode a woman's confidence. And every day these incidents are taking place, which is completely spoiling a woman's self-confidence. When will this fundamental shift occur? When this change will occur, that means the change in thinking in the society will take place. When will we as a society truly embrace equality? When as an ideal society will truly hold this equality or possess this equality in thought and our action also, extending genuine respect. That means we will be showcasing the true respect that transcends gender, that goes beyond the gender. That means there will be no gender discrimination. Complete equality will be ensured both for male and female in the society. When this time will come, when will India truly ensure the unassailable freedom? Unassailable means unquestionable freedom towards women. Inherent safety. That means inborn or safeguard. Women will be possessing the safety and security. And unwavering security. And the security which will neither be changing or the security which will remain constant for the women that every woman deserves, which is the fundamental right of a woman also, allowing her breathe, thrive, contribute without constant fear, and which will allow a particular woman or a girl to live freely in the society, to prosper along with her male counterpart. So in this paragraph, we have questioned about the safety and security and all types of gender discrimination and the disparity, which is constantly diminishing the self-confidence of our women. Now we'll move to the next paragraph. Let's learn this paragraph. Fathers and brothers live in constant dread, witnessing the brutalization of women, their own sisters and daughters, at the hands of misogynistic and psychopathic elements. Despite stringent laws, the government's inability to ensure women's safety is glaring. The escalating numbers of daily atrocities, rapes, domestic violence, human trafficking, fueled by false job promises, paint a grim picture. From ancient times, women have been trampled under male violence, even denied the fundamental right to exist, as evidenced by the chilling persistence of female feticide. Why aren't self-defense techniques like karate and judo made compulsory for girls in schools? Why do dowry threats continue to plague families, yet society remains largely silent? When will India truly awaken from its centuries-long slumber? Let's understand this paragraph. Here, the members of a family, like fathers and brothers, they are surviving or living in constant dread. That means continuous threat. What for what? Witnessing the brutalization of women. They are watching every day on the TV and newspaper of the atrocities or the cruelties towards women, their own sisters and daughters, and they can see that their own sisters and daughters are victimized in several crimes against women at the hands of misogynistic. Misogynistic means those people who hates the women or the haters of women, and psychopathic elements, and that person who are mentally ill and who always tries to harm the women. So the fathers and brothers are also feeling insecure for their sisters or daughters, and they are not getting any perfect reason to send their daughters or their sisters abroad for education or some other purpose. Despite stringent laws, that means in the society there are very strict laws, and in spite of those laws, the government's inability to ensure women's safety is glaring. That means in spite of all these stringent laws or the strict laws, it's very much evident that the government has failed to ensure the safety of the women. And day by day, it's very much prominent to us. The escalating numbers of daily atrocities. These number of atrocities means yes, cruelty towards women is every day escalating, means increasing. What type of atrocities? Like rapes, domestic violence, human trafficking, every day these are increasing or developing, fueled by false job promises. And here, nonetheless, women are also getting the false job promises. Consequently, they are taken from a place and are being sold in another place, which is causing human trafficking. Paint a grim picture. That means it's showcasing the very serious condition of our society. From ancient times, women have been trampled under male violence. You know that in the ancient times, women are generally compelled or being obliged to die on the funeral pyre of their husband. I'm talking about that sati tradition. You know about that. How cruel were they who made them die on the funeral pyre of their husband and even denied fundamental right to exist, which completely denied them to exist in the society, as evidenced by the chilling persistence. That means we are talking about the very brutal example or the very brutal exemplary situations of the women foeticide. That means women, even the women are not getting the right to take birth. At their womb of a mother, they are killed just because of the desire to get a son. A father denied a child, a female baby, to take birth. What type of atrocities is this? You can realize from this paragraph. Why aren't self-defense techniques like karate and judo made compulsory for girls in schools? See, if we want to solve this problem, why don't we make the women self-capable? That means we can make the women to make their own protection or to take their own protection by learning them the self-defense techniques like karate and judo. They can learn it, and if it is made compulsory in school, then the women will be surviving very easily. They will become self-resistant. Why do dowry deaths continue to plague families? Plague families means still it's injuring the families or uh, trampling the families, or we can say still it is constantly destroying the families, this dowry system. Yet society remains largely silent. And even after all such things, the large number of societal scholars are silent. They are not in action. So when will we be taking action? When we will be taking away or will be awakened from the centuries long slumber? Slumber means deep sleep. That is when that good time will come for the women, that the women will be getting safety and security, and the society will be acting actively for the safety and security of women. Let's learn the concluding paragraph for this entire essay writing. From the barbarity of sati to modern day atrocities like honor killings, soricide, and uxoricide, women remain the perennial victims of societal curses. They grasp for breath under the crushing weight of oppression. It is imperative for every individual to stand in solidarity with women, to dismantle the structures of violence and misogyny. For it not, mankind itself is destined for destruction. That means this concluding paragraph is very much evident and strong for the safe society of a women. Here we used to say that from the barbarity of sati, that means you know how barbarism occurred at the time of sati. We are talking about the specific brutality of sati tradition to the modern day atrocities, that means the cruelty towards women. How, like honor killings. Honor killings means it's a technique or it's a tradition where if a woman is eloping with her choice of husband, then the family member is killing her husbands and her also. So these atrocities towards women like honor killing or soricide. Soricide means the killing of a sister or uxoricides or killing of the wife. Women remain the perennial victims. Perennial means constant or continuous victims of societal curses. These are the societal curses. That means these are totally ominous in nature, and society is becoming the victim, especially the women are becoming the victim of these social curses. They grasp for breath under the crushing weight of oppression, and women even are failing to breathe under the cruel nature of oppression. Oppression means the critical torture which does not allow anyone to live. It's imperative for every individual. Now it's obligatory, or now this is very much compulsory for each and every man and woman also to stand in solidarity. That means to stand together with women. Women should also stand with women, and also all the males should be standing with the women to dismantle the structures of violence and misogyny so that we can disfigure or destroy the structure of violence and the misogyny. That means the hate against women. For it not, and not only for women empowerment or not only for the women, rather, mankind itself is destined for destruction. And if we don't do, then our total mankind will be destroyed very soon. So, to save ourselves, we must save the women, because it's very much true that men and women both are the precursor of this society. If the men are there and no women are there, then the society will be completely the soul without body. Or we can say if the women are there, no men are there, it's also the vice versa case. So we must save each and every one of this society. We have to save the men as well as the women. So we have to work together hand in hand so that we can protect everyone. That's all, students. I hope you have understood the essay very well. Dear students, we have utilized lots of research for doing this essay. So if you find this content really helpful for you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe this channel, then you will be getting the daily updates. For that, you need to press the bell icon so that you can get the latest update from us. You can join us on Instagram, YouTube channel, or WhatsApp channel, Twitter or X, Telegram, Facebook, everywhere. Thanks for watching again, dear students. For any query, you can WhatsApp here. We wish that you will get success in your exam. All the best for your exam, and keep watching, keep improving at every second. Goodbye, everyone.